Hey folks, this is David Frost, LazyGapTrader.com, and in this video, I'm trying to catch a trade live for you. This is one of my morning gap trades that I give out to members early in the morning before the market opens. I also teach you how to do this in a course I teach, LazyGapTrader.com. You can come over and check out the course. But what I've done is I've got Kohl's Corp, KSS, and I gave out this level of $41.86 to members early in the morning before the market opened. The stock closed yesterday above $50. Kohl's getting hammered today, and I've been waiting all morning for it to come into this level. $41.86 is where I have an order in, and if it gets down there and we get filled, I'm looking for about 30 cents or more on the trade, a minimum of 30 cents on the trade. Once we get to $41.80, or 86 cents I should say, we should get a pretty quick bounce. These usually don't take long. It usually happens sometimes in a couple of seconds, sometimes in a few minutes, but not much more than that. So what I wanted to do is I wanted to just go through the trade live with you and be able to watch me trade live. If we get down to $41.86, we'll have a live trade, and therefore we'll see if we can get the profit that I expect out of the trade. And here we are coming into $41.86. It should happen. I should get filled here in a couple of seconds. You can see my line just showed up on the chart. This is a 10-minute chart we're looking at. Okay, so I'm filled on the trade, $41.86. We may vacillate around down here for a little while. It may come through there by a little bit. Probably not much, but it could go down, through that level by 10 or 15 cents. That's possible. I don't expect much more than that on this trade. Been waiting for this all morning. Been watching it on and off, and it's been just grinding itself lower. So while we're waiting for this to take place, let me just explain what we're doing here. So early in the morning, I put out trades to members, anywhere from 1 or 2 up to sometimes half a dozen, 7, 8 trades in the morning. They don't all hit, but usually at least 1 or 2 hit at some point in the morning, most likely. And when they hit, they're good for the bounce that I specify. And I give those levels. I give the specific price levels to members early in the morning. I also give stop loss and profit targets so that we don't get killed on a trade. Sometimes we get stopped out. You're not going to win on every trade. That's an impossibility. But what I do is I give the profit target and the stop. So in this case, I'm giving a stop and a profit target of 30 cents. So what we're doing is we're looking for Kohl's to bounce off the $41.86, and we're still kind of hovering around this level, and that's normal market behavior. So we came through it by a few pennies. Now we're going down 41.79, 78. That's nothing to be concerned with. Here we go. So what we should see is a quick bounce over $42, and we should see our level hit. I'm looking for at least 30 cents on the trade. We may even get it up to $41.25 or so cents, $42.25 or so cents. I'm a little distracted watching the trade as I talk through the trade with you. It's not that easy to do. But, we should see it. All of a sudden, what's going to happen is, and it may take into the next candle, but what should happen is we should see it spike. That's what normally happens. We should see a spike over 42, and we should get the bounce in Kohl's we're looking for. So just to reiterate, what LazyGapTrader.com is, it's a course I teach on how to get these levels each and every day, how to identify the particular stocks we're looking for, how to identify the levels that we want to trade them at, and then how to pick out the particular stop and or profit target on each of the trades. So I give you the whole package, and anybody that's taken my course, you also have the opportunity, or if you haven't taken the course, you still have the opportunity to get my gap trade levels each and every day. I send them out about 9:15 in the morning, and I give out what I'm going to be looking at that day, and I give out the specific price levels, I give out the stops, and I give out the targets. And it's usually good for usually 1 or 2 trades, sometimes more per day. During earnings season, you can usually count on about half a dozen trades that I give you per day. They don't all hit. Some come close and they bounce or pull back. Some are long trades, some are short trades. Some come close, some don't hit the levels, but usually 1 or 2 hit the levels, and it's good for 1 or 2 trades a day. Now, it depends on your share size, because based on your share size, some traders will trade 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 shares. Some traders will trade a few hundred shares. Either way, it's still good for a quick profit each and every day. And if you can pick up 1 or 2 of these trades per day and you pile on the profits, you begin to build up your account size. When you build up your account size, you can increase your share size, and that's the objective. So we're in the money on Kohl's Corp. We should see a spike above $42 a share pretty rapidly here. I don't expect it to go back down again. Once we hit that level of 41.86 and bounced off of it, what we're looking for right now is we're looking for the institutions to come in and defend the stock at this level. And that's what we're seeing now. So all of a sudden, what we should see in rapid fashion is a pop over 42. We're about to see that now. And then we should see a quick spike higher in the stock. And when that happens, I'll be out of the trade. I'm probably going to sell it at 41 and a quarter, maybe even hold it to 41.30 or 35. I'll see how the stock's reacting when we get there. And what'll happen is you'll see the stock, as soon as we get above 42, I'm expecting it to just rapidly rocket higher. And it may take into the next 10-minute candle. We'll see what happens. But normally all these take is anywhere from a couple of minutes up to, maybe 10, even 15 minutes tops. But they don't normally even take that long. But we're in the money right now. It's coming back down a little bit, but I'm not too concerned. Here's the next candle. This is where we should see it rocket higher. We should see it rocket right over 42 in this candle and then continue on. We're in at 41.86, and we haven't really come close to the stop. The stop is 30 cents, and the profit target minimum is 30 cents. I'm expecting a little bit more than that. This has been grinding lower all day. The stock is absolutely getting hammered down a huge amount, down 17, 18%. Here we go. Over 42, 42.09. Here we go. So we should see 42 and a quarter. I'm looking for a minimum of 42 and a quarter at this point. Since we're into the next candle, I'm probably going to sell it at 42 and a quarter. That'll be a nice 40-cent gain from the entry point of 41.86. Let's just watch this one play out. It's taking a little longer than I would have liked, but no harm, no foul. It's not a big deal. So I give these levels out at about 9:15 in the morning. Here we go. Let's get it up to 42 and a quarter, and then I'll get out of the trade. 42, 16, 17, 19. Let's get to, I would love to see 42 and a quarter. I'll let you know when I'm going to sell it here. So I give these levels out at 9:15 in the morning, give or take a few minutes. And, I give these levels out when the stock was trading much, much higher than it was. And you can see where the stock opened today. And we just grinded down. Yeah, we just hit my level. I'm out of the trade. 42 and a quarter, I'm out of the trade. And it may go higher, but I'm not concerned with that. You'll probably see a quick pullback now. And so I'm out of the trade for a 40-cent gain. And that's satisfactory to me. I did 1,000 shares. It's a $400 gain in this trade. Yeah, we're going a little higher, but you're going to see a pullback now. So once again, come over to lazygaptrader.com and you can see how I teach you how to do this for yourself. And also, I give you the opportunity to get my specific gap trades each and every day, where this morning I gave 6 or 7 gap trades. I'm just counting them here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I gave out 8 gap trades this morning, and Kohl's was the one that hit so far. Some of the other ones came close, but if we can get 1 to 2 each and every day, look at this stock go. 42.40. Yeah, so you're going to see a pullback here. Maybe it gets to 42.50, but you should see a pullback in the stock. And here comes the pullback. You should be out of the trade by now. And so I give out my levels to those that want them. I give a 2-week trial on my specific gap trade levels, and I also have a course where I teach you how to do this. So I'm going to wrap up this video since the course is, since the trade is over for me. And come over to lazygaptrader.com. See for yourself what I'm doing. You can take a 2-week trial of my gap trades, and then you can learn how to do it for yourself in the course as well. So thanks for tuning in, folks. I'm David Frost, lazygaptrader.com. Thanks for tuning in.